Welcome to a special edition of Sunday Night Basketball here on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. You take a look at the Celtics. They love where they stand right now, first place. And checking out Cleveland, behind 9.5 games.
Well, right now for Boston, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you've got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. White and Brown are the wingmen. Jason Tatum out there with Williams. And it's Simons in at the 1. And for the Cavaliers, Garland and Mitchell, the lethal backcourt pair. It's Hunter and Mobley teaming up at forward. And it's Allen in at the 5. As the season reaches full speed, RJ, how do players approach the game differently, you think, if at all?
I say the approach stays the same, but you have more data and video to prepare with. So you have to take that knowledge on the court and hope that you play smarter every single night. You gotta chase Mitchell off that line, or else, this game will torch you.
Here's Simons, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
And you know, I mean, they played with great energy all the way through. Just fell a little bit short.
And maybe if they were at home, their fans could have given them the boost they needed to get over the top.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Right away, we got to talking about Jaylen Brown, and he said he's going to make trouble for us, but with strong coverage and fast rotations, I think we'll do a good job limiting his production. Some confident words from Coach on how they'll slow down Brown's output tonight. Brian, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Nails it from 3. Brown's got 5.
There is zero hesitation from Brown. This man is always ready to fire.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Allen with a screen on Simons. Drops in the 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Stolen by Mobley. To the inside. Here's Garland. Allen, the pass to Mitchell. Here's Garland, 19-footer, and he knocks the jumper down. Give him 8.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Williams passes to White. And the Celtics another 3. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside Mitchell. Outside Hunter. Shoots from the line. And it's Mitchell. The miss.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often. And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
From deep, Mobley. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. It's White with a drive. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He will gladly take those.
Here's Mitchell. A really disappointing game for him in that loss to Atlanta.
And Garland can get going from deep, which is why you can't give him very much space.
Outside, Brown. Lets a floater go. Hunter with the rebound. Cleveland has gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. White with the steal. Ooh, stolen by Allen. The 3 from Mitchell. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
This is what makes Mitchell such a tough cover, skilled at sticking it right off the dribble.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. He's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And the Celtics also making a change. Pritchard's checked in for Simons. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for Boston. And guys, they're up to 19 straight now. What a remarkable run.
And to go on a winning streak this long, it takes more than just talent. This team has tremendous chemistry, and these pieces complement each other so well. It's also about listening to your teammates, your coaching staff, and not letting your ego get in the way of succeeding as a group.
And with an undersized backcourt and a towering front court, some had suggested the Cavs needed roster moves to balance things out a little, Grant.
Well, Mobley's growth as a shooter has quieted those concerns up front. But until they prove their mettle in the playoffs, there will be some questions.
Now here's Tatum. Against Minnesota, he was really on his game. It's good.
It's always good for this offense when Tatum is putting pressure on their interior defense.
And Cleveland has possession. Trailing by 2. And the call will be against Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul. Strus, he's checked in for Cleveland. Garland for 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Brown, that's good. The Cavaliers have got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. Garland for 3. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Three-pointer Pritchard. And again, Boston with the triple.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Strus' shot is off. The Celtics with the lead. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Tatum's got 6.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
For Cleveland, they've got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Pass to Garland. Outside Strus. From the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game. And the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that.
Now here's Ball. He's scoreless. Cleveland working the ball around now. And there's Strus. That one's good. On the assist by Garland.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Pritchard. Tatum from long range. Sinks another one. He's on a roll. Starting 4 for 4.
Oh, keep feeding him. This man's on fire.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. A different look for Cleveland. Nance, he's checked in for Allen. Tyson comes in for Evan Mobley. And Mitchell subbed in for Garland. Boston also changing it up. Boucher's checked in for Jason Tatum. Hauser comes in for Brown. Shireman comes in for Derek White. Here's Mitchell. 6 points for him. Outside Strus. The three. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
And Ball throws it down.
Turning on the Jets in transition. Ball, excellent job at getting to the right spots in these situations.
.50 seconds left in the first. Pass to Shireman on the wing. Hauser. No good with the triple. The Cavaliers leading. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. To the wing on the left. The three from Ball. And Cleveland another three.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. Shot to stop the run. Connects from downtown.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And he gets the bucket.
Showing off his skills as a shooter. Mitchell knocking down that mid-range look.
Pass to Hauser. There's the triple. And again, Boston with the triple. What a performance for Darius Garland. He has been the story for Cleveland. What a game from deep, making 5 trays. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
Mitchell and Strus are out on the wing. Then it's Thomas Bryant, then it's Ball, and it's Tyson in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Boston trailing. And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Grant.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, B.A. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well.
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Mitchell, no good on the free throw. If you had to say, Richard, what's the most critical component for a team to play effective defense?
I would say being bought in. If players are bought in, you could overcome individual deficiencies.
Cleveland leading by 4. Ball outside. Lets it go from deep. Hauser grabs the board. Boston's gone 7 of 9 from 3-point range so far. And the shot goes. Boucher's got his first points of the night.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Outside Mitchell. Lets the 3 fly. Minot pulls it in.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Here's Mitchell. Outside Strus. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Strus has got 9.
Nice vision by Mitchell. Saw a teammate with a good look from 3, moved it out.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And Cleveland making a change here. Tomlin's checked in. Anthony Simons, he's checked in for Boston. Celtics trail by 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Going back a few years, Donovan Mitchell dealt with a lot of trade speculation. He said you don't realize how stressful it was until you're out of it. Now he says it's great to finally have that sense of peace. I love being in Cleveland, but there's more to be done. Back to you guys.
On a mission. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. And so it's Cleveland with it. The Celtics making their last shot from deep. Mitchell. Mitchell, bullseye from distance.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
Pritchard against ball. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Ball left side. Again, Cleveland scores.
Love whenever ball is assertive like this. This is how dangerous he can be on offense.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. 6-point game. Ball with the rebound. Cleveland has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Pass to Tomlin. Back to ball. Here's the floater. Count it. And now an 8-point Cleveland lead.
And Ball has put in a lot of work to add that floater to his game.
Here's Pritchard. And in that win against the Timberwolves, he was a major factor as well. Left side, Williams. Pritchard, pass to Hauser. Back to Pritchard. Now here's Hauser to stop the run. Knocks down the triple. Hauser's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. A different look for Cleveland. Allen, he's checked in for Tomlin. Mobley comes in for Tyson. And Garland is subbed in for Ball. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And he lobs it up top. And stolen by Williams. Boucher with it. Now guarded by Mobley. And the basket by Boucher.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Cleveland leading by 3. Pass to Allen. Back to Garland. On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Simons. And that one good. Mitchell's got 17.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Here's Hauser. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Garland for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Garland's got 20.
What a response from Garland, letting them know he can hit them right back.
Back to Pritchard. Fires the 3. And doesn't connect. That miss makes him 2 for 5.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher. Hunter's checked in for Strus. Boston also changing it up. Cadis checked in for Williams. Tatum comes in for Boucher. And it's Jaylen Brown in for Hauser. Mitchell finds Garland. Mitchell on the attack. It's tipped. Simons with it. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game.
Digging deep, Simons to the hole himself.
The Cavaliers lead by 3. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Cleveland working the ball around now. Allen outside to the left side wing. 6 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. The shot no good. Celtics trail by 3. Inside and stolen by Mobley. Hunter with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Talk about a high percentage look. Allen right at the rim.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Well, when it comes to shooting from beyond the arc, these are the league leaders. Well, you look at Tatum. He is downright lethal from distance, ranking first in the league in three-point percentage. And, of course, Peyton Pritchard.
And the way both of these guys open up the floor with their long-range shooting, you just can't afford to give them any airspace from deep.
Here's the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Pritchard's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Hunter. Allen, right side. Outside Garland. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Garland's got 6 points in the quarter.
Ooh, this guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court.
You can tell this team really relies on Darius Garland on the offensive end.
And that's because he offers options. Garland can make plays for himself and others. So you never know if he's going to make that nice pass or that nice shot.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 7. Last time they met in Boston.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
Cleveland has gone 4 of 7 from 3 during the second quarter. Pass to Mitchell. The 3 is up. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And the preparation from Mitchell has made him dangerous in every facet of the game.
He's had just 1 attempt at the line earlier.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. When we talk about Donovan Mitchell, Richard, how impressed are you with his leadership?
He's been great. Every season, Mitchell has accepted more and more responsibility. He knows he's looked at as a leader, and his drive to win really motivates those around him.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Williams is checked in for Queta, and Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Good on the second one.
Since the break, he's definitely been more aggressive. Remember, he didn't take any free throws in that first half.
And he nails the 3rd.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
On the wing, Simons. The 3. Hunter with the rebound. Hunter's got 4 rebounds in the game. 36 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Got a piece of it.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
The Cavaliers lead by 8. Mitchell with the ball. Now guarded by White. Beyond the arc. And White finishes off the break. Well done.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition three. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Here's Williams. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Cavaliers on top. They lead by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Please direct your attention to second quarter. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Welcome to halftime. First up, let's check out what games are tipping off tonight. The Houston Rockets will be playing against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. That one's starting at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Let me go through my papers, Ernie. This game is too close to call. Pretty evenly matched squads. This is what my research is showing.
Yeah, it might just come down to who wants it more. And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a tough start for the Celtics.
You know, I love what they're doing, being patient on offense, getting high percentage looks, keep feeding the beast.
Yeah, some of it's approach, but a lot of it is they have great interior scorers.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. It's been a clinic out there by Darius Garland.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Derek White out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Williams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Celtics trail by 5. Now here's Brown. To the paint. Williams' shot is good.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Hunter. Pass to Garland. From deep. Hauled in by Brown. Garland against Simons. There's Tatum with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mitchell with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. Cleveland working the ball around now. From deep, Mitchell. Oh, with confidence, Mitchell.
Extending that range. Spider Mitchell, ladies and gentlemen, is a pure scorer.
Up top, Brown. Hunter covering. Drilled from 11 feet out. Brown's got 12.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Pass to Mobley. Right side, Mitchell. Over White and rejected. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Garland for three. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And right now, Garland has it stuck on automatic. This man, he's getting whatever shot he wants.
Here's Brown. And he draws body contact. Looks like a blocking foul. He was in the shooting motion, so he'll head to the line. It's his first trip to the line. Free throw good. Brown.
Brown, now an elite scorer in this league, really does it all.
Good on both. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. And he lobs it up. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Making it look so easy. The 6'11" Allen just hops up and finishes it perfectly.
Celtics trail by 7. Left side Tatum. Launches a three. Tatum! Money from deep.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Pass to Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Mobley. Shoots over Tatum. And it's Mobley. That time on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 8 assists here tonight. And so Simons will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. On the wing, Tatum from downtown. And again, Boston with the triple.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
Allen outside. Pass to Mitchell. Good work defensively by White.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Offensive rebound. Williams uses the glass to finish the layup. Williams has gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out and get your feelings hurt.
Garland against Simons. For 3. Boston pulls it in. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. The drive by Simons. So they take the lead.
Give them credit. They fought hard to get back into it, and now they're rewarded with the lead.
Boston shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Lonzo Ball's checked in for Cleveland.
I mean, it was amazing to see Simon's progression in his first few NBA seasons. He got better every single year.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Now looking at the 2K leaderboard, specifically which teams have created a lot of turnovers and cashed in on the other end during the last 10 games. The Celtics second.
They've turned up the heat defensively over this last stretch, trying to force more turnovers. That's been their game.
The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Simons with a steal. And Boston pushing it up now. Here's Tatum. Good D by Ball. Cleveland has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Down low. Can they get it? And it's Allen who slams it home.
When you're Allen, just about 7 feet, dunking comes easy.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Hey, nice game. Great performance by Darius Garland.
They know they need to change things up and do it quickly. They cannot allow him to keep running wild.
Mitchell's checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Pritchard's checked in. For Boston, they've gone 6 for 9 in the half. Tatum from long range gets the three to fall. Tatum's got 18.
Good job by Tatum to exploit the space just outside the arc.
Ball finds Mitchell. From outside the arc, big response from Mitchell.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his second triple of the half, his 5th overall.
Tatum, good.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Ball. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
This is the smart play by Ball, staying committed even while getting fouled.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And that one falls for Ball.
And Ball is such an effective two-way player. Takes smart shots on offense and really hustles on defense.
Strus, he's checked in for Hunter. And so Ball nails both of them. Here's Pritchard. Give him 8. Outside White. Pass to Brown. Fires the 3. Bullseye! Jaylen Brown!
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And Ball will bring it up here for Cleveland. 4-point game. They'll take on the Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse after this one. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home.
That kind of aggressiveness, that's what you want to see more from Ball.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 21. And here's Brown for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got his 4th assist with that last one. And here's Ball. Outside for Mitchell. He buries it from 3. Mitchell's got 9 points now in the second half.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Brown gets the bucket.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Ball outside. Back to Mitchell. Oh, Williams with the block. Pass to Brown. The kick out to White. There's Tatum with the 3. And again, Boston with the triple. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics?
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard. And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Brown with it. Picked up by Allen. Pritchard from deep three-point land. And the Celtics another 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
The 3 from Mitchell nails it from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 32 points.
Wanting the ball there. Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
Stolen by Ball. Outside Mitchell. There's 31 seconds left in the third.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Outside White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Mitchell finds Ball. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
When he puts it all together, Ball can put on quite a performance.
Left side Tatum. And here's Brown for 3. No good. Missed misses at the buzzer. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. He's been lighting it up tonight. 24 points. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
Okay, everyone, look who's running onto the court. Your Cavs powerhouse team.
Send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Boston leading by 4. Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. Then it's Lonzo Ball. Then it's Larry Nance. And it's Tyson in a power forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Now Ball, outside Mitchell. Back to Ball. This one for 3. Kata pulls it in. Boston on offense. Ball with a steal. On the wing, Strus. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Here's Pritchard. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Kata. Back to Pritchard. The 3 ball. Donovan Mitchell with a board. Mitchell's got 4 rebounds now. And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's foul number 2 for him. Bryant, he's checked in for Cleveland. The Celtics also with a sub. Minot's checked in for Boucher. Ball finds Bryant. Outside Strus. The 3 from Mitchell. Fires in the triple. Mitchell's got 17 points here in the second half.
So prolific. Mitchell's a guy who can put up 50, 60, and he's even proven to put up 70. Sheesh.
Now here's Brown. Over Strus. Again, the miss by Boston. Pass the ball. Back to Mitchell to take the lead. Hauled in by Brown.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Brown going to work.
And so far, Brown has been dialed in and is showing no signs of letting up.
Lets it go from 11. Doesn't go for him. Boston leading by 3. To the paint. It's intercepted. Right side, Mitchell. Mitchell bullies his way inside.
It is not an easy thing to body up to Mitchell. He is built like an absolute brick.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Back to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Paul throws it down. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Now here's Brown. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Darius Garland, he's checked in for Mitchell. The Celtics also with a sub. White's checked in. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Checked in for Bryant. Evan Mobley comes in for Tyson. And it's Merrill in for Ball. Boston also changing it up. Williams is checked in for Cada. Tatum comes in for Minot. And it's Hauser in for Brown. Sinks it from distance.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Tatum. Over Mobley. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Tatum's got 17 now, just in the second half. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. And here's Mobley. Back to Garland. Mobley, a screen on Simons. To the inside. And Mobley with the basket on the assist by Garland. Mobley's got 5 points in the quarter.
I love watching Garland because you can just watch his confidence grow, especially when he's out here running these pick and rolls.
Oh, got that one up quick.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
Merrill with it. Mobley, a screen on White. Merrill. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
For Cleveland, they've gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. Here's Garland. It goes. He's 10 for 13. So much confidence.
You got to love the aggressive attitude Garland plays with, just carving his way inside.
And it's Simons with the ball for the Boston Celtics. On the wing, Tatum. Hauser outside. The three is up. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Now here's Garland. Allen with a screen on Simons. Garland, no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there. I do not care what kind of game he is having. In these moments, Tatum is just different.
Here's Garland. He's nearing a 30-point game here.
Yeah, B.A., he's been decisive and aggressive.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. For the Cavaliers, Hunter's checked in for Strus. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Merrill. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Mitchell fires. It's money from deep.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Tatum.
It's crazy. He's growing taller. He's adding more muscle. Tatum just becomes harder to defend in there.
Shooting for Boston, Jason Tatum at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
One of the best players in the game today. Tatum's work ethic and hunger to win more championship is special.
And so Tatum nails both of them.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Mitchell outside. And there's a pick. Jacks up a 3. Oh, he can't hit it.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Tatum inside. Mobley's on him. Outside Simons. Here's a pass to Tatum. And so the ball out of bounds. Mobley touched it last.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Clock is at 3.
2 minutes.
Jason Tatum. Oh, can't hit the jumper. Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Mobley. Takes a 13-footer. Count it.
And what can't this guy do? Mobley with a massive bucket.
For Boston, they've gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. Hunter against Brown. Here's a pass to Tatum. With the shot. Down goes the jumper.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
1:24 left in the fourth quarter here. Mobley. Williams rips down the board. Celtics lead by 3. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
And if anybody didn't know, Jason Tatum has that killer instinct just coming out in a big way.
Cleveland has gone 4 of 9 from three-point range in the fourth. Now Mobley. Right side Garland.
He is not shying away from the moment. He's one of those players that loves the moment.
Boston's gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter.
Oh, yes!
Whoa. Throw it down!
Oh! There you go, JB. I love his confidence. One of his strongest traits.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Here's Garland. This play could decide the game.
Can't afford any mistakes here, B.A.
Fires the 3. Money from 3.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Outside Tatum for 3. Buries it from outside.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They trail by 5. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Garland fires! And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
Mitchell! Tight D, making that one difficult. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. Garland! So we see Boston get the win here. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thank you very much. Jalen, you had it going. Can you talk about the confidence you had tonight?
I'm just trying to continue to show people what I can do, continue to get better. It's a long journey. It's a process. I still got a long way to go and a lot to learn. So I'm going to just keep going up.
It's all part of the journey. Thanks, Jalen.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Jason Tatum.